Hey and welcome to a new episode of Nismo Behind the Hits, and this time it's Iconic together with SEPHINE. It's out now, so stream it. And today we talk about drums. So let's go, let's dive right into the project. First drum is, as always, my kick drum. Didn't do anything special to it besides an equalizer. We have an equalizer here. I dipped out some 175 Hertz, pushed it a little bit to get some more click into my kick drum. We have a standard filter on it, Simplon, and I put my kick drum basically in a bus, which, yeah, then just over compresses it. Sounds nice, sounds funny. Okay, then we start with the first one. It's a clap. I pitched it one semitone up because otherwise it would fight with the bass line a little bit, and now it's also in the key of my song. So these are clap and hi-hat together. The hi-hat has a little room around it, so it gives more space to the clap sound. And then I have here a loop, which I basically chopped up and got the best sounds out of it. I really like. And it just helps my production to stay a little bit more groovy. And that pans kind of nicely with this plugin by Waves. It's called P22 Spread. And it will spread the sound on the right side and the left side in like a sinus shape. Just that tiny hi-hat which is going on in the background, which I like. Then we have here an open hat, and you will see the open hat isn't playing in the first part of my drop. This is because I make a very strong difference between like closed hats and open hats. Open hats tend to give your song more drive and more energy. So when I place it in the second part of my drop, I will have the benefit that it sounds more driven. That helps me every time. Then again, a loop I chopped up. It's just this tiny little percussion. It's so quiet, but it actually helps to again exaggerate my groove. It's then panned to give it the effect of moving more. You can see it here in Shaperbox. I panned it quite heavily. There's also a free plugin. It's called Pancake from them. It's really, really nice. And then we have here an added percussion. It reminds me of like an clap shot, which is coming in. It doesn't affect any other drum, which is nice and actually very important. And it plays, again, precisely with these two bass notes. So it will enhance the groove of my bass line if I place it there. So they play nicely together. So this is also something for every producer who's using loops. Using loops is a pretty simple way to get a great sound. After I'm done with like making the whole arrangement, I always try to focus really much on all the little details. So I try to get every drum in a perfect spot to enhance the groove of my song. We have then here rim shot, which is like the standard house snare. So you see here, the snare drums, or the rim shot, is not affected by the upper drum loop, even if the drum loop plays with that one together. They have a nice symbiosis going on. And the little percussion loop I have in here is from Tool Room, I guess, a sample. It just enhances the groove of this like rim shot. Without it, it would sound pretty empty. Can also work, but for this song I thought, okay, I maybe need a little extra percussion, so I placed it in here. So yeah, these are the main drums. Then we have a ride. Again, it's a sample I made. I put a phaser and a flanger on there and just mix them in a little bit. With this trick, you will get rides which sound if they would be pitched up the whole time. It's like a nice effect, and they are pretty much panned all over the place, and that gives me like a very groovy ride sound without being so static and always on the run. Yeah, so these are all the drums. I think I have no more. Oh yeah, I have a tom sound in here. And a tom sound is playing again with the melody of my bass line. So you see here, my bass line starts here, tom sound starts here, and here is my bass line, tom sound starts also there. Yeah, it just sounds more groovy. I mean, it just sounds nice. And you see here, I must always do automations with all the sounds. See here, there's a semitone change, so this will exaggerate all the bassline sounds. We have a standard low cut on here. We have an Oxford Involution. I use that to get rid of all the sustain, so it's much shorter. Standard overdrive, really like that plugin. And then, yeah, here we have the little Alter Boy, quite famous plugin. With this one, I do all the pitch shifting. I put a little room around them because then they kind of separate from the bass line. And for me in my studio with these lovely ATC speakers, I can hear a lot of depth. So I really want to get the depth in my production because I think that's something which is like the last detail you will really hear and which is affecting your song and the overall feel of your song too. Yeah, we close that up with like an equalizer. Oh yeah, we have a silencer, really good plugin. It's by Black Salt Audio and it's like a gate. And I try to get rid of all the leftover sustain and maybe some artifacts. And then we have Track Spacer by Waves Factory, which I love. I mean, there aren't many plugins I use in every production. It would be a Pro Q 100%, and then obviously Waves Factory Track Spacer, because that plugin just like gives me so much room back I would otherwise lose if I just would sidechain it normally with a shaper box or something like that. Sounds pretty decent. So these are all the drums in my production, Iconic, together with SEPHINE, which is out now. I hope you stream it. I hope you like the song. And yeah,